Hi everybody, welcome to Ocean Yumi's channel. Today I'm going to talk about empowering yourself during these times. There's a lot going on during the lockdown and stuff like that. So this morning or today, I would like to say that how there is loads of ways that you can empower yourself. I mean, like through the littlest things. Um, I find I find planting helps me, and watching a good movie, doing relaxation things. Because sometimes, right, it's just the littlest things that count. Sometimes you don't even have to do the big things. It's the littlest things that can empower you. You can watch motivational stuff. Because there is so much stuff in the world going, a bit of balancement, I'll say spiritual warfare going on right about now, um, between politics and everything else that's going on. Um, Sometimes you need to be around people who think just like you. Um, Sometimes you can do things alone. Some people are loners and they can do things alone, paint, whatever. I think also being we're in the time of the technical age, um, you can literally connect with a lot of people that's on the same spar as you. Um, I think that how when you're empowering yourself, I mean, you have to empower yourself first before you can empower others, obviously. So, like, you have to deal with your flaws, your weaknesses. Sometimes you have to sit alone as well and digest what's going on in the world, um, especially with all the deaths of people for all kinds of reasons. So um, there's been a lot really. So it's like I can't even go into words into it because I don't want my channel to be that kind of channel. But I mean, what moved me was the one with the little boy. So um, I'm finding it. I'm finding my way of trying to get his information out, stuff about him out. That seems to work for me. And like I said, the planting, because I was really not good at planting stuff at the beginning. Everything I used to touch used to die, and now I'm good at planting in a way. I haven't done the big planting like the allotments and stuff, but I find that I quite enjoy it. And to me, when you find that you're good at something, i.e., writing, sketching, all sorts of things, I think that's another way of empowering yourself. Because even though you can sabotage yourself by thinking you can't do certain things, but like if you are a practical person, um, if someone shows you how to do something, or you, right, obviously in this technical age, right, you can Google a lot of things and find out what's going on. You can literally learn to do little things. You know, um, yeah. So by empowering yourself, you're also empowering your mind. So it's just like I said, the littlest things. You don't necessarily have to sit down and do a full-on meditation. And you can meditate because you can walk and meditate. You can, you know, um, you can put yourself in a little bubble and still know what's going on in the world. You don't have to write everything off because sometimes you need a little bit of negativity. Sometimes you need to know what's going on, the negative, the good, and the bad. You have to balance everything out. Um, that's what I think as well. You also have to find an outlet where you can let off, be yourself, and there's no judgment. Like people don't judge you on how you are, because you have to sort of let things slide in a kind of a way, but not let things slide so far where like they take the mickey basically, but you have to know your boundaries as well. And also, I think also another way of empowering yourself is writing things down. I tend to write a lot of things down. Um, yes, I tend to write a lot of things down. So you have to find your own outlet. Um, Music is another outlet. Even when you're playing with the children, with your children, that's another outlet because you kind of find your inner child. Because every adult have an inner child, and you have to learn to deal with that inner child as well. Um, right, you have to deal with the child within, because once you deal with the child within, you can move on, you know. Because even when you're in your 30, 40 catchment, you still have to go through a kind of rites of passage. Even though people don't think they're going through rites of passage, you're always going through rites of passage all the time. So you have to know your boundaries with people. You have to learn to say no. That's another way of empowering yourself. Learn to say no. Um, you have to know when to give, when not to give. Um, Me, sometimes when you find your voice, you see that your voice, because you can change a lot of things when you find your voice, when you know where to go, who to go to. That's another way of empowering yourself. Also, I will say with black men, because like, I'm a woman and all that. Black men, I think they can master certain things too, once black men are into certain things, they can really empower other black men. And women is the same. That's why I always refer to Queen Afua, because I feel the first book empowers women as well. um People has mentioned the divine, the femininity, but I think it's a lot more deeper than that, because you go through a lot of traumas, so you have to learn to work through the traumas to empower yourself so you can impact on somebody else's life. um yeah, there's just so much that yeah, so much I can say really, because empowering is empowerment, shall I say. It's, once you empowered by your convictions of how you live. Some people can be quite disciplined, some people are not as disciplined, but they can change the world in other ways. I feel especially in the lockdown, um because in over right, if you're in the UK, right, we're in lockdown right at the present moment. So it's like you got to try to keep your mental health levels up. I mean, some people living alone, some people have their children, and the ones who live alone, right, I mean, it's harder, but they're more flexible because they can move around much more further than the ones who have children. um Walking in parks is also good. um Now over here, I mean, it seems like things are more open in the evening. So, you can go out and eat. That's another way, you can just get your favorite food, read your favorite book, take a walk in the park. There's so much things you can do. I mean, obviously you have to be careful because, like, there is a lot of things going on, like, so um yeah, so you have to empower yourself in loads of different ways. Find an outlet. Find somebody that you can talk to, that you can just talk to for hours and they don't judge you, and you can just chat. And then let off. You need somebody that you can let off your soundboard. You need a good soundboard to let off to. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say really, because empowering, you have to empower yourself before you can empower others. I'll say that again. You have to empower yourself before you can empower others. You have to be able to maneuver through life, not be fake us, but you have to be like, you just have to know, yourself in a certain way, you know, what makes you happy. You have to do things what makes you happy. The littlest things in life, that helps. Right now I'm following a man on YouTube here, and he's in Spain and he's doing so much things. He went to the Vatican and stuff the other day, and it looks so nice. And the fact that how you can just sit your in your house and watch other people. No, it's not even other people. Watch places. You can get to know places. You don't have to watch other people. I mean, that's normally what people do on Facebook and all that. But there's other ways that those things can impact on you, because it'll make you want to pack up your stuff and ultimately leave and go wherever you got to go. And I think that's empowering, just seeing somebody make moves like that. So I'm just saying, there's so many ways you can empower yourself, listening to mantras, getting a good book. Don't necessarily have to be a Black Power book, but you can get a good book, and you can just, sometimes when you follow a lot of negativity, it makes your vibes negative, and sometimes you need something to just take you away from the norm, like watching the news. I don't watch the news a lot because it makes me very vexed and very upset. So it's not that you're running away from the reality of the world, because you can choose what you want to watch, choose what you want to hear, choose what goes in your ears, choose who you talk to, because the exchange is very important. The exchange can either make or break you. So, so basically, yeah, that's what I basically want to say, because, it was on my mind to do this video really, because I find I flow better when I do videos like this, where I just talk off of my chest. It's easier because I'm not one who like to get into, well, I can get in deep, but I don't want to get in too deep, because you can sometimes find yourself going around in circles, and there's only so much time you can go around in circles. So to empower yourself is knowing who to talk to, how long you can talk to them. You have to have your boundaries too, because that's another way of empowering yourself. You can, like, like you have that one friend that you can call, have a laugh, sit down and drink with, whatever. I mean, you don't have to be like, live like a nun or a whatever. You can just be yourself, and I think that's where everything gets lost as well. You have to know who to offload to. Like I said, find a good sounding board, not one that will teeth your ideas. You need a person that you can offload to, that you can just say, okay, what do you think? Okay, I want to do this, I want to do A, B, and C, or whatever, and be able to sound off like that. You know, once again, I say do a little gardening. You can do it. You can garden in the house. I mean, I'm doing it a little bit, and I mean, it takes up room, but it's worth it, isn't it? So you just do your little bit that makes you feel good. You know, if you like certain type of music, you put it on, you listen to it. Drill music has a very low vibration, so I don't even believe in that drill music stuff. But just find a light music so that you can feel light within yourself. Um, I think at one point you become a stage where you're so immune to certain things, right? You know, nothing will phase you. You have to find your middle ground, your middle ground. You know what moves you. Um, don't let the lockdown get you down. You know, always call somebody, talk to somebody. Um, yeah, and I think that's all I want to say really, because um, I don't want to be preachy, but yeah, so that's all I'm gonna say. So just comment down below. Let me know how is it going for you in the lockdown if you're in the UK. In America, if there's a lockdown in America, I don't know what's. I know there's a lot of things going on in America right now in different states. How are you dealing with it? Um, how are you how are you keeping yourself afloat basically, because you have to keep yourself afloat. We as a people, we have to find our our way to keep ourselves afloat. You know, people go church sing spirituals, and other people just, you know, like to drink and enjoy themselves and let off. And there's nothing wrong in any of that at all. You know, you just have to know the levels, the limits. um yeah, so that's all I want to say really. So I'm going to come off now. So have a good day, good night, good evening. You know, um, yeah, just empower yourself. Find a way to empower yourself. You know, don't let people get you down. People put you in bangarang, in problems. You know, try to stay away from them. The stuff like that, because that doesn't help. That just causes divisions, and it doesn't help nobody. So you know, link up, like, you know, UK link up with American people link up with it with the UK, the ones who's able to work with you. Just do what you got to do. Just empower one another. So let's do this. Okay, take care. Have a good night, a good day, good evening. Okay, bye.